somewhere in here, there's going to be a turn. There's definitely going to be a turn somewhere in here.
Maybe
down the road. But I don't know. Just looking at them together, like maybe they should have like matching leather jackets or some shit. And they just go around fucking with people and they say you can't do anything because we're the champions.
Oh, you mean the APA gimmick? We booked them like months ago.
You know what? We did do that, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Fair enough.
Sure enough, WWE finally went with it.
Now, I did see you going at it with someone on the Twitters early in the show.
I did.
We'll
get to that when we get there.
All right, introduce us.
We're live already?
No.
Yeah, we are. I see the live. Nah. See, I'm paying attention now. No, you can't catch me off guard. Not anymore, Wiser. No, you ain't gonna do that. First of all, welcome to the review of Raw, December 21st, 2012, 15. God damn it. First of all, welcome to the Raw review for December 21st of 2015. I am Blackjack at It's 21 Blackjack, here with Wiser Now at Wiser Now. Follow us on Twitter, on our podcast Twitter at Need Clean Finish Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast Twitter or on YouTube. It's Clean Finish Podcast.
Need Clean Finish.
No. The YouTube channel is Clean Finish Podcast. The Twitter is at Need Clean Finish.
See, now we don't confuse the people.
You confuse everybody. Okay. Podcast Twitter at Need Clean Finish. Podcast YouTube Clean Finish Podcast. Search it in the toolbar up above you, or you can just go and type in youtube.com/channel/Clean Finish Podcast, and it'll take you straight there. There you go. It's nice and simple, Wiser. You ain't got to make this difficult.
Hey, you the one who rebranded us.
Why are you making this difficult, Wiser?
Because you rebranded us on the Twitters.
No, I didn't. I said at Need Clean Finish.
All right, let's do this. Blackjack has something to get off, as usual. Blackjack has something to get off his chest.
Oh,
this time he wants to have a little fun.
I have nothing to get off my chest. Nothing.
This time he wants to have.
Okay, I do have one thing.
I actually thought that you were going to say we're not reviewing this.
I know. Seriously, after the night, I would say no. Why the fuck are we reviewing this shit? There's nothing.
I don't know. I guess we're going to review the winners of the Slammys.
We might as well at this point.
Everything's to work.
There's nothing really to review, but you know what? After last week and hearing what everybody said, I put myself in a better mood today.
Okay.
I drank about 7 beers. Jeez. I had 2 shots. I'm feeling great right now.
So what'd you have shots of?
I had shots of Crown Royal.
Is a more important conversation.
Crown Royal.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's a is that a whiskey?
That's good old fashioned Canadian whiskey, motherfucker.
Okay. All right.
I'd have taken more shots, but I was like, you know what? If I do more shots, it's gonna kill my time with the beers that I need to kill off, and I need to kill off 7 beers, and that's what I did.
You ain't want to eat with that?
I ate earlier today. I had a bowl of Chipotle before I ate this meal. I ate this meal of a bowl of Chipotle at 8:00 and then drank afterwards.
But what about some bread? You need some bread to sop that up a little bit.
I mean,
again, I don't know how beer works. I don't drink beer.
I mean, it's in the fridge.
It's there.
If I want it, I got some garlic bread ready to go. It's not that big of a deal.
It's there.
I'm just saying it's available. I'm just saying right now, not that necessary. I got it, bruh.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know how beer works, so I can't say anything.
Oh, you don't drink beer?
Nope.
Wow, you missing out, man.
All right.
I ain't got nothing else other than that. All right, let's go. Raw tonight. Let me get my notes out. Hold on. Before
Can we start with like the off show Slammy gimmick?
Oh, okay. You want to do that? You want to start with that?
We can start with the off show stuff.
You want to start with the off show stuff? Okay.
Start with the off show stuff.
Okay. First of all. Can
we talk about Mr. No Pull Cena for a little bit?
You mean all pull Cena? But yes, go ahead.
He doesn't have any pull, Blackjack. What are you talking about?
But he has a whole Slammy Award dedicated to just him.
Beat John Cena, U.S. Open challenge. Slammy. Yo, really? Who came? Oh, I was about to say who came and accepted this, but this was off the show. Mm-hmm. But still, why is that a Slammy? The Beat John Cena. That's the name of it, by the way. It's not the U.S. Open Challenge award. No, it's the best John Cena
U.S. Open Challenge, and it's all guys that he beat. They didn't want to put Kevin Owens in here. They didn't want to put anybody else in here. People that actually beat him, like Del Rio. No, they put Cesaro, Ziggler, Zayn, Ambrose, Neville, and guess who won?
Why couldn't you just say the best U.S. Open Challenge? Why is John Cena's name on the trophy, no matter who wins?
Because you are not John Cena. That's why.
This guy has no pull, Blackjack.
No pull. Tag Team of the Year to add on with that, because we all know John Cena and Cesaro won. Tag Team of the Year goes to a team that wasn't even there half the fucking year.
Blackjack, this team wrestled for 3 months this year.
Yes.
3 months this year.
The New Day was the hottest thing this entire fucking year. They may have you can argue that the New Day as a group were the hottest thing this entire year.
They saved Raw for the most part.
You can argue that.
They legit saved Raw. People tuned in to see New Day. Like, they'll turn off Raw and wait for Twitter to say that New Day was on.
Yes, and then turn and say, "Oh,
they ain't doing that for the Usos." They know that they ain't even popping for the Usos.
Nah,
ain't no chance for the Usos.
They got cold. They got a cold ass reaction tonight too.
Ain't no chant for the Usos. Where's their merch? So tell me about their merch.
They got face paint.
There's been more,
and they say we go hard in the paint, and that's about it.
They do that. That's the thing they say.
They do that. That's about it.
And there's been more unicorn horns sold.
Yo, they sold out 5 hours.
But
in 5 hours, the unicorn horns were up, and you couldn't buy them anymore. And it's the stupidest looking like merchandise you can get. But that shit still sold out in 5 hours, though.
But the Usos win Tag Team of the Year.
Yeah.
They were there for 3 months.
Yeah.
Out with injury. You're telling me this isn't a work?
I tried to say this on Twitter that the Slammys, it's not about kayfabe or reality or anybody. Sorry, it's not kayfabe. I mean, it's not about reality or what legit was voted. It's about advancing storylines.
You can't even say that this is prisoner of the moment, because if it is, you still go with New Day.
Yes.
Like, how? I'm trying to think of possible ways in which the Usos could win this. Like, what reason would people have to vote for the Usos?
I don't know.
I would vote for the Lucha Dragons before I vote for the Usos.
I know. That's fair. Hashtag of the year. Suplex City.
Okay. Oh yeah, RKO out of nowhere was the other nominee.
Yeah, that's the only other one that could have possibly won.
And I don't know what the other ones are. What was
the other ones were Give Divas a Chance, Save Axelmania.
That lasted for a month.
Yes, and then Hulk Hogan buried that hashtag. Celebrity Moment of the Year, Stephen Amell wins. The other nominees were Wayne Rooney slaps King Barrett. Cast of Entourage introduced Zack Ryder, which nobody remembers. Jon Stewart in the John Cena match.
I figured that would have been. I like that one more.
No, the only other one that should have won here is Kevin Owens powerbombing Machine Gun Kelly off the stage.
There's that.
Now.
Oh yeah, it said Celebrity Moment.
Yes. Now
they didn't build that up. They didn't follow up with that one. They should have talked about that a little bit.
They did, and I think the only thing they did was that they said that they suspended Owens for a week, but nobody remembers that. Now, to be fair, as much as I wanted Machine Gun Kelly to win, Amell did wrestle a match.
He wrestled a full match, but even yet and still, I still prefer the Jon Stewart.
That is fair, because it did involve a decision of a title match this year. And it made sense. And I even explained
there was a story behind it.
And it
dates back to when he did the whole thing with Seth Rollins.
Right.
Seth Rollins appeared on his show. He appeared on Raw. And they did Schnabbits. And then, I prefer the Jon Stewart gimmick.
And wasn't there a particular person who's a part of this podcast that called that, by the way?
Yeah, you made a full-blown video about it before it happened.
Yep.
Full-blown. Called it right down the middle.
Yep.
Said exactly what was the reason and everything. It's as if they took your video and made a script out of it.
Uh-huh.
Even though it only came out just a couple hours before the show.
That's true. Yes, it came out a couple hours before the show because I literally came home and recorded that before Raw started. I think it was like at around 3 o'clock that I did it and was like, hey, here's the reason. Enjoy it, you fuckers. Then we had Rivalry of the Year. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar won.
Hold on, wait. There was still one more. There was one more.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm clicking through the website. That's
tell me you did not just say that. Moment of the year.
Oh, yes. That went to Brock Lesnar and Suplex City, bitch.
How many awards did Brock win?
Brock won all the awards because
Brock has
they're in Minnesota.
Awards as Triple H has titles.
They're in Minnesota tonight. So, of course, they're going to get Brock Lesnar.
Brock won everything. He won OMG Moment of the Year. He won the tag team titles.
To be fair, he won
the Cena U.S. Open Challenge match.
He didn't even have a match with them.
Everything went to Brock.
To be fair, this award had to go up against Dean Ambrose calling Seth Rollins Justin Bieber.
Boo.
Seth Rollins calling Johnny Manziel Johnny Idiot Face.
That's actually funny later on down the line.
It is. Seth Rollins dissing Kane while celebrating the Authority's WrestleMania accomplishments. And Paige, this is the Paige bomb. Not even Paige talking about Charlotte's dead brother.
The whole thing.
Yeah, this is the Paige bomb.
So how that's the whole list, right?
Yes.
How do they not include tater tots?
Tater tots or prunes.
I prefer tater tots. Because
you know what? That's the one thing about this Raw that I'm disappointed about. They ain't talking that Roman did not come out and compare somebody's balls to foods.
Yeah.
To be fair, Stephanie McMahon does not have balls, so I guess he couldn't compare it to anything.
Like ovaries or some shit.
Her ovaries are like, you fill in the blank. Anyway.
But yeah, like, tell me you did not just say that. Tater tots. Easy.
Tater tots. Easy.
Easy win. You get Roman the trophy. You got Roman the trophy right there.
That's easy.
All right. Now we get on to
Raw itself. Raw did not actually start off with a boring 20-minute promo. Believe it or not, it didn't happen.
How long was it?
It was long enough. Anyway. So Raw starts off with Stephanie McMahon coming out to the ring, and she's smiling. Cheesing, like all hell, like everything's just A-okay. And Steph comes out, and she talks about the Slammys. And, tonight it's all about the Slammys and acknowledging accomplishments.
Okay.
And while she's out here to address some business and not wallow in her self-pity, Roman Reigns' music hits, and he interrupts. Roman Reigns comes out and says that tonight's going to be a good night because everyone's in a good mood and we're all going to celebrate. And he talks about how, there may be a setup or something, or that Steph is maybe just trying to make him sweat.
He might be luring him in for the League of Nations.
Right, for the League of Nations. Or maybe Steph is just trying to make him sweat like his old man. And then Steph says, I'm not going to make you sweat, Roman. Nor does Vince McMahon or Triple H want him to sweat. But that Reigns said to Triple H, hey, listen, I'm here. I have the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H should do something about it. Now, Triple H did address while he was over in London that he wouldn't miss the world to be over there. So apparently the dude's injuries are just fine. So why the fuck wasn't he here at Raw tonight? I'm gonna give that the Jordan shrug real quick.
Well, he cares more about NXT.
Obviously.
And shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay, so technically in kayfabe, if they're gonna release an episode of NXT this week, Triple H would technically still be there because they recorded the house show portion of
right before.
Right. Yeah, right before.
Storyline purposes, you still don't have Triple H come out, even though he's not injured. And he already showed that he was good. You still don't have him come out because now you got to build the story.
Correct.
It gives Roman Reigns the ability to deliver that line is that line of if he's looking for me, he knows where to find me.
I'm right here. Yeah,
I'm the guy holding the big shiny gold.
Mm-hmm.
So that that helps him deliver that line. Now, if Triple H is there, then it messes up that whole thing. So I'm okay with him not showing up. Plus, you keep these guys off TV for a bit, keep them fresh, so when he does come, he gets some sort of pop. That whole thing. So yeah, Stephanie screaming at Roman. Go ahead, you can take it.
So Stephanie goes ahead and screams at Roman and whatnot. And Stephanie goes and tells him, "Get out of my ring! Get out! I'll take action if you don't get out of my ring."
Nah.
And so Roman gets out of the ring, and she tells her, "No, you get back here in this ring." And I'm
no. First he was saying that he wasn't leaving. He just kept effing with her.
Right. He says that he'll leave, but the crowd doesn't want him to. Correct.
How did you feel about Reigns' reaction tonight when he first came out? Did you feel it was there?
It was there.
It was there. It was good enough.
Hey, look, they got the fucker over.
Yeah.
It's still not like.
I mean, he's not going to get that Daniel Bryan pop just yet.
No, it's not going to. That's not going to happen yet. But hey, look,
it'll get there. I feel like it's going to get there.
It's going to get there. But hey, they got the fucker over at least, and that's what I said last week. Is that hey? Okay, go ahead.
Your reaction, the way you felt about how Reigns came off in this promo.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
Well, let's chat about that a little bit.
Well, okay. It's not so much how Reigns came off; it's more so how this whole promo came off.
No. I'm getting away from the promo because but just Reigns and how he handled himself and how he came off. I'm asking about that.
The problem is more so that the Authority is just kind of like,
no, fuck the Authority. Tell me about Reigns.
He just took it all as a joke. And the problem is that I watched SmackDown, and on SmackDown, Roman was like, "Look, I know next week the Authority, I may not be WWE champion much longer. My days may be numbered." Mm-hmm. Whereas this week he's just like, "I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want."
So how do you feel about that, Roman Reigns? Do you prefer? All right, let me say this because in the first segment. Now, I want you to watch it through this eyes. I want you to watch it I want you to watch this as somebody that only watches Raw, F SmackDown, not really caring about SmackDown.
I'd have a problem with this.
Wait. And you're sporadically paying attention to this because you really don't care, right? Mm-hmm. And you only like focus when Roman Reigns is doing something because your whole thing is what's the follow-up to Roman Reigns? How's he come off? Like that, at least that's how my thing is when I'm judging Roman Reigns. Right now, right. This whole thing was Roman Reigns can't get over because he does this wrong, he does this wrong, he comes off this wrong, he doesn't look comfortable here. Whereas in this segment here, the way I saw him was I didn't see SmackDown, so I don't know that whole spiel.
Go ahead.
So the way I see it is okay, Roman Reigns has conquered the Authority quickly. He's conquered the Authority. He has the upper hand. He's taken out all the minions. He's taken out the Authority by force. The only one left is Stephanie, which he can't do anything about, but just piss her off.
Right.
That's all he can do. And the way to piss her off is just laugh in her face, which is what he did. I like the way he came off. It was just like he just came off as a guy that just don't give a fuck because he know he can beat everybody. I felt as though he did a good job with that. I liked it. Now, again, I didn't pay too close attention to this segment. I didn't pay attention to Stephanie at all.
Okay.
I just paid attention to him, and I just liked the way he came off. There's a confidence there.
That's fine. And listen, I
wasn't that confidence wasn't there before, whereas now I feel a confidence from him.
I do agree with that to a degree, and that's fine. I get it because it's like, well, who exactly is going to stop this guy? I mean, of course he's going to act this way because they don't have anybody employed to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. That's absolutely fair. I can understand if you feel that way.
My problem with it is
yes.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? Because my problem isn't necessarily Roman himself. If Roman's going to act that way, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. He should be acting that way because nobody can really stop him. And even at the TLC event, it took 4 guys to try to stop him. He should be feeling this way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to last week a little bit.
Let me real quick before you do. Okay. I wish that in this show they would have played what happened after the camera stopped on last week's show.
Mm-hmm.
That I think is needed.
No, he's got to stand by himself because he's Roman Reigns.
But just the crowd reaction. That crowd reaction that he got after he won a title and they came out and celebrated, and what he said to the crowd, the Philly crowd, and how he still got over because that crowd destroyed him early in the year. Was it early this year? Yeah, it was early this year.
Yeah, January.
Warmed up to him and said, chanting, you deserve it. I think they should have showed that.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yes.
I really think they should have showed that.
Okay. Here's my one thing.
There's a thing.
Last week, everybody got on my case in regards to the whole Roman Reigns thing. And the fact that I kept going on about Roman Reigns just being rewarded a title shot, correct?
Okay.
We all remember that. I had an issue with that particular moment, was that Roman Reigns was being rewarded. And it was the first thing that was on my mind because Roman Reigns had won, and it was mainly the hot storyline going throughout Raw. So naturally, it was going to be the first thing that I was going to talk about and that was hot about. Multiple people have talked about this and have said things similar to what I've said. I'm only going to bring up one person in particular because I think he summarized everything that I said in a nice, concise point.
Did he pay for a shout out?
He did not.
Continue.
So Brandon Stroud of Uproxx mentioned this.
Hell of a name.
Yeah. Roman Reigns shows up and Vince demands an apology for what happened to Triple H.
Stick it on a carton of milk.
Also, being called a disgrace. Roman refuses and then teases a fight, but Sheamus interrupts. Nothing kills a moment like Sheamus. And that is goddamn true. Nothing kills a moment like Sheamus.
I like Sheamus tonight, though. I like Sheamus tonight.
The problem is his believability is killed.
That's definitely.
Yeah, it is, yes. And he sets up a WWE World Heavyweight Championship rematch for basically no reason. That's one of the worst things about the rise of Roman Reigns. He's upset about not getting title opportunities and being screwed when he gets them, but it's all bullshit. He gets so many opportunities. Heel champions are showing up and holding out the belt and saying, Roman, here, take it. Ooh. Here's the guy. Here the guy hospitalized his boss, his heel boss, who actively makes babyfaces' lives a living hell. And if you don't believe me, go look at fucking Daniel Bryan. Do you remember what they did to Daniel Bryan? The second he won the championship, Triple H went and pedigreed him and had Randy Orton pin him.
Wait a second. Mm-hmm. Please tell me that this has something to do with this week.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to it. And then not only does he beat Daniel Bryan, then he assembles the Shield with him, and they go and they kill Daniel Bryan every single night, and they have the whole roster lined up at the top of the ramp to watch the match. And Triple H says, if any of you interfere, you're fired.
Yeah, that was clean.
And none of them did anything.
Budged.
Right. And that's what got Daniel Bryan so over. So over.
Well, one of the things.
One of the things, yes. But that was so helpful because it, first of all, gave the heels a legitimate threat. It established them as legitimate threats. And Daniel Bryan getting beaten over and over because every time Daniel Bryan had an action, the Authority would come back and be like, all right, we're going to put you through a gauntlet. Or all right, you're going to come out here and you're going to suffer for it. You'll get your title match. Yeah. But you're going to go through a fucking gauntlet before you even get your title match. We're going to beat the shit out of you. It wasn't even in the plans for Daniel Bryan to win the World Heavyweight Championship, honestly. It wasn't. They were going to screw him every step of the way, and then it was just going to be, you're going to slowly slip out of it. and then Batista was going to win it, and that was it. It took the fans getting him so damn over for it to win it. Brandon goes on to mention, here the guy hospitalized his boss, his heel boss who actively makes babyfaces' lives a living hell. And not only was it instructed by said heel that Roman not be fired, he got another title shot on Raw. There was a stip, yes, but it was still another goddamn opportunity. There is zero drama for Roman. You don't even have to wait a full cycle to see if he gets another title shot. When he lost the Survivor Series, the next Raw announced the pay-per-view main event and gave him a bonus match to win. I'm going to compare it to this. Wiza, do you remember the match with Kevin Owens and John Cena? The first one?
Okay.
Remember that match? What pissed you off about after that match finished?
Something pissed me off after that match finished?
Yes.
The first one?
What pissed you off after Kevin Owens beat John Cena clean in the middle of the ring?
Fuck if I remember.
He got a rematch immediately after.
Oh, yeah, and you know that he don't lose.
Because you saw right through it, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Because as soon as the match was over, the next segment, they said, and we have a rematch between... I said, oh, fuck.
You saw right through it, correct?
Absolutely.
If
there's ever a text that says rematch and John Cena in the same sentence, you know where it's going.
Now, do you understand why?
100%.
Thank you. Now, do you start to understand a little bit of why I got aggravated and was heated at why Roman Reigns got a rematch on the night after Survivor Series? Do you see it a little bit now?
That Reigns was going to win or something?
Yes, that's exactly it. This is John's.
So talk about this week, though.
Okay. We'll get into this week in a second, because the other thing that people talked about last week was that they wanted to compare him. And they were like, there's still so much time left. You got to wait for the story to build. And, this is like Stone Cold or like Mankind. Let's talk about that.
I wouldn't compare anything to Stone Cold here.
No, not at all. Because with Stone Cold had to take action in order to get his shot. He had to win the Rumble in order for it to happen. He had Shawn Michaels, who was commissioner, out having his back the entire time. He had legal lawsuits to make sure that he got his title rematch here. Do you remember how Mankind won the title for the first time, Wiza?
Against The Rock?
Yes.
Here's the funny thing. I was actually watching WCW when it happened, too.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I do remember Stone Cold came out with the chair, got the huge pop.
Okay. But do you remember how exactly he got the title shot?
Hell no, I don't remember that. It was like 9 years ago. I'm pretty old.
Here's a crazy thing. I went and I actually watched back that episode of Raw because I wanted to see it for myself, because people had brought it up and I'm like, you know what? I'll validify this. Let me go watch it myself. Here's what happened. Mankind had actually made The Rock pass out on In Your House. And on In Your House, he made The Rock pass out. And Vince came out and said he passed out. He didn't tap. He wasn't pinned. The Rock is still the champion. And The Rock came out and attacked both Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon. So on the next Raw, Vince came out and told him, you're such a failure. You couldn't win it. Blah, blah, blah event. You couldn't win this. You couldn't even retain your own hardcore championship. You get no more title shots, no more title opportunities. But you know what? I'll give you a chance to maybe enter the Royal Rumble. I will put you in a match with Triple H. And if you win, you'll get to be in the Royal Rumble. Keyword, the Royal Rumble, not a title match.
Title shot.
Yeah, you get to be in the Royal Rumble to get a shot at it. And the special referee, Shane McMahon. So it allowed Shane to maybe get his vengeance upon Mankind. So they had the match later that night. Triple H versus Mankind, Shane McMahon, special guest referee. Triple H went for, they tried to counter out of a move, and Shane kicked Mankind, and Triple H went for the rollover pin, and Shane fast counted it. Got the 3 count, and Triple H got the win, which screwed Mankind. And Triple H went and grabbed the mic and said, hey, listen, man, Foley, a win is a win. I'll take it any way I can to get a closer shots to the title. which is exactly what he should say. But then he went and he said, I can't remember what he said, but afterwards he went, he grabbed Shane, he kicked him, pedigreed him, and then went to Mankind and said, he's all yours. And so Mankind went and grabbed him and put him in a lock. It was almost like the rings of Saturn. And he held him in the middle of the ring until Vince McMahon came down there to stop him. And Mankind told him, you know what? I take it back. I don't want a title shot at Royal Rumble. I want a title shot tonight.
Forced it.
Yes. And if you don't give it to me, I will break Shane McMahon. I will break your son's arm. And Vince had no choice because Mankind had him there in the center of the ring and there was nothing he could do. So he said, fine, you have your match. Fine, whatever you want. And he said, and I also want it to be no disqualification. And Vince had to agree to it. And then he let Shane go. And that's where my problem with Roman Reigns from last week came from.
That it was just given to him.
It was just given to him. Roman didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to do anything. Sheamus just came out and said, you know what? I'll just put the title on the line. No reason. No. If you're a champion, you shouldn't be giving title shots out for free. I understand John Cena made it a cool thing to do this year, but Sheamus shouldn't be giving this title shot out for free for a guy he just beat. And that was my problem with it. If you want to compare it to the Attitude Era, actually go back and listen. Go back and watch what happened then. Understand how things built up before you come at me and talk to me about how I'm criticizing it from a storyline standpoint. Because if you're going to compare it, there is no similar. This is not Stone Cold. This is not Mankind. This is not Daniel Bryan. Not at all.
So back to this week, though.
Now to this week.
I'll fall over. I'll talk about this week.
I wanted to make sure I got that out. Now to this week. Roman Reigns got off scot-free. So again, I asked the question, where is this punishment for Roman Reigns? Because it is not coming anytime soon.
No, he's not getting punished.
He's not, no.
Here's going to be a punishment.
They gave him a free championship, and Stephanie just goes, get out of my ring. Get out of my ring. And then when Roman Reigns get out of the ring, he leaves, and then she's like, no, get back here in my ring. And then Roman Reigns leaves. Because Roman Reigns said, yeah, because he said, hey, what, you want to see me make her get even madder? And he just turned her back to her and just started leaving. He's like, no, get back here in this ring. Get back here in this ring. And Steph says, I own you. And I'm like, if you own him, if you own him, why not put him in a match?
Yeah, or if you own him, you could just take the title off of him.
You could just take the title off of him. You could suspend him. You could fire him. You could do anything. Even if your husband says, don't fire him, you could still suspend the fucker.
I mean, does she own him or does Vince own him?
Well, now let's go back to earlier this year again. Brock Lesnar. Do you remember what happened when Brock Lesnar attacked the announce team?
She suspended him.
She suspended him. And then not only that, she came back the segment afterwards and fined him.
Little kabukiing going on here.
Yes, that's why I'm getting aggravated with this Reigns thing, is because Steph suspended Brock, who right about now is the most unstoppable thing on the face of the planet. But for Roman Reigns, they're just kind of like,
R.I.P. Michael Cole and left his shoe in the ring.
And
get suspended.
Right.
Yeah, Roman Reigns shows up and he's smiling, throwing up the aloha. Okay, I see what you're doing there.
Exactly. So you can't sit here and get mad at me when I'm pointing out the problems with the Roman Reigns thing. And then we can look back to just this year when she suspended Brock Lesnar indefinitely and then fined him. And then sure enough, when they brought him back, they made him apologize, which Roman Reigns didn't even do, by the way. Motherfucker didn't even apologize. They said, you know what, Brock? We fined you. We settled your lawsuit with Michael Cole. We're still going to ask you to go out there and apologize.
Wait, Michael Cole sued?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't even know about that part.
He did sue.
Sue Brock Lesnar.
He sued Brock Lesnar, and they settled. You
don't sue Brock Lesnar.
They settled.
Brock Lesnar kills you, you just let it happen.
Hey man, he ain't let it happen. He settled. He settled with Brock Lesnar
just off of GP.
They settled with Brock Lesnar, and you know what? They said, you know what? Fine. You went out, you apologized, you did everything you need to. You can go ahead and have your title match against our guy, nonetheless. Their guy, Seth Rollins. That's why I'm aggravated with Roman Reigns in this whole thing, because they have no control over him, and they should, considering that they did it to Brock Lesnar earlier this year, and any historical relevance that you want to bring up with anybody else, whether it be Stone Cold or Mankind or The Undertaker, when it was Survivor Series,
be ready to back it up.
You better be ready to back it the fuck up, because you are absolutely wrong.
Flames. You hear that, man? All right, let's move into the show.
All right, let's move on.
Thank you.
So after that whole thing with Stephen Reigns, we had the first Slammy Award presented for Breakout Star of the Year. It's Dolph Ziggler, who came out in a suit, so apparently you repackaged him.
Go ahead. I just have such a problem with the winner.
The winner was for the nominees were Kevin Owens, Neville, Charlotte, Tyler Breeze, and Braun Strowman.
First of all, wait. All right.
I didn't mention the
all right
guy, so that's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
Okay.
The winner was Neville.
How are the last two names on that list?
I don't know.
What did they break out from?
Tyler Breeze broke out from NXT and got the job.
And then the other guy
was just the guy who got beat by Roman Reigns. I mean, at least he got beat by Roman Reigns. He's
a tier lower than Rhino. We can't even call him a guy. But anyway, Tyler, how do you call this guy a breakout star? Let's think of some other guys that could have made it. Cesaro could have made it.
I mean, but is he going to be break out every fucking year then?
Fair enough.
That's the problem.
They literally could put him on this thing every year.
You could put him every year.
But they don't even acknowledge the guy.
No. They did give him the John Cena Match of the Year award.
It was off TV. So here's the thing. Neville wins. How?
Don't know.
He hasn't mattered since he lost to Wade Barrett at King of the Ring.
Yeah. So Neville wins. And like I said, and then this is actually where my Twitter beef started. Like I said, I believe that Slammys are used more for plot devices rather than they are actual awards.
Everything's a work.
Correct. So Neville comes out, accepts his award. And granted, I like Neville. Neville's a good guy. He's a face. And out of everybody else here, Kevin Owens, heel. Charlotte, heel. Tyler Breeze, heel. Braun Strowman, heel. Neville's your only face there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you give it to a face.
No.
And Kevin Owens comes out.
Hold on, by the way, Kevin Owens should have won this award.
Oh, Kevin Owens should have won by a mile. Kevin Owens wins, and he comes out so that he can tell Neville to go take a hike and then bitch and moan like a crybaby, so he comes off as a heel, which would then cause Ziggler to
Neville leaves.
Correct. Neville leaves. Which
breakout star.
Right. The breakout star leaves and looks like a bitch, which isn't a good move. That's not a good move. I agree.
Bigger, badder heel just say, get the fuck out of here.
Right. I do agree with that.
Breakout star of the year, my ass.
I do agree with that. Hey, listen.
Did he win tonight?
Huh?
Did he even win tonight?
No,
breakout star of the year tapped out.
He tapped out, yes. So Kevin Owens got
Everything's a work.
That's why I said it's a work. Relax.
Everything's a work.
I know. So Kevin Owens comes on out and he says, I breakout star of the year, I should have won. I defeated John Cena in my first match of the year.
That right there should have won it for him.
That should have instantly. And so he looks at Ziggler and he says, if there was an award for has-been of the year, you would have won.
Damn.
And Ziggler goes and attacks him. They start a brawl. Or has to break them up. And then we have some sort of match here.
Has-been of the year. Damn.
Hey, listen. And somebody questioned me on this on Twitter where it's just like, because I went and I said, the Slammys are only used here for a plot point. And he goes, Neville, Neville winning is a plot point, ha ha ha, or whatever. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I said with Kevin Owens, Neville was a plot point because it got Kevin Owens to come out and look like a crybaby and Ziggler to do the face thing and attack him afterwards. And he's like, well, you could have just had Kevin Owens win the award. I was like,
Kevin Owens wins the award, he doesn't have the material to work with.
Exactly. If Kevin Owens comes out, even if he does gloat, he comes off looking like a babyface. I beat John Cena. Yay! Everybody would sit there and yay it. Granted, did people still sit here and cheer Kevin Owens? Of course they were going to.
One thing that could have worked, if Kevin Owens won, you could give him the Owen Hart treatment.
You could, but it wouldn't work the same.
Kevin Owens can make it work.
He could. But my thing here is that if you have Neville win, he's a babyface. And so you have him come out and interrupt a babyface's shine. And then if he comes off like a crybaby, then Dolph Ziggler, who is also the face, comes out and attacks him and gets a face response. If Kevin Owens wins the award and comes out and then, spouts off all his stuff, and then Ziggler attacks him, you're going to get the same reaction as when New Day came out and put over the other guys. Granted, Kevin Owens isn't putting over anybody, but Kevin Owens won an award he should have won, and then he wins it, and then Ziggler attacks him, he's going to get booed. Ziggler would get booed in that scenario if he attacks Kevin Owens. So this way, at least Ziggler is justified in the fact that Neville won the award, and here's this asshole coming out here and ruining it for him.
Okay. So, I mean, look, the simple way that you make this happen is everything's a work. I mean, if it was legit, I honestly don't. I can't think that these were ever legit, especially the year when Cena won Superstar of the Year and then Roman Reigns won Superstar of the Year last year. It's like, come on, dude. Especially when he only wrestled half the year last year. So these are just simply a work, as simple as that. And they factor them into how they're going to progress a storyline. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Explanation is point on. Or spot on. We really don't even have to go into it anymore. Let's get back into the show. This shit will take us 3 hours if we keep dragging on like that.
Correct. So then you had Santino Marella come out for the LOL moment of the year. It was Edge and Christian versus the New Day, the Bushwhackers Hall of Fame speech, the Mrs. Erectile Dysfunction commercial, New Day dances with the Authority, and then R-Truth being delusional before Money in the Bank. The winner was R-Truth.
Why couldn't New Day win this with Authority?
Well, truth be told, the New Day should have won this as Tag Team of the Year and didn't.
They're not trying to put New Day over, huh?
They really are not.
Huh. That's 2 awards New Day could have walked away with.
Correct, but the R-Truth thing has been funny. Because remember I showed you the SmackDown segment? Remember when I showed you the...
That was the SmackDown segment?
Well, I showed you in Skype.
Well, no, is that what he won it for?
Oh, no. The R-Truth thing that he won for was a Raw segment, I think. Oh, and you know what? Actually, that might have been a SmackDown segment.
What exactly happened in this segment?
This is when they were calling out all the people that were in Money in the Bank, and then R-Truth came out and was like, hey, I'm going to win the Money in the Bank this week. And he was like, R-Truth, you're not even in the match. He's like, I'm not? He's like, no. And they're like, my bad.
That's funny.
It is, yes.
But New Day with the Authority.
New Day dancing with the Authority. Granted, that's
Triple H seen Biggie gyrating on Steph.
To be fair, that is not the funniest thing they've done this year. But yes, I do agree with you.
Biggie gyrating on Steph.
Yes.
And Triple H like, nah, we ain't gonna put this big black guy on my wife. Nah, let me get in there. And he just tags Biggie for the so he can do the dance. See, how does that not win? That was when New Day was starting out with the funny antics.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we give it to. The R-Truth. It's a funny reaction. Haha, you wasn't supposed to be in there. It's funny. But New Day sustained this, and that shit was hilarious. Look, to make it even better, and this is again why I think everything's a work. More people talked about that New Day Authority segment than R-Truth not knowing that he wasn't in the match.
Yeah.
On the Twitter, they like to do Twitter and social media a lot. more people talked about that New Day and Authority segment.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking hilarious. All right, we can move on.
All right. So after that, R-Truth said Tino accepted the award on his behalf, and then R-Truth came out and then chased him after it, got his reward from him. Mick Foley came out as Saint Mick to wish us a Merry Christmas with Noel Foley and I guess one of his other kids. Paul Heyman then came out to present the Oh My God Moment of the Year award. And before presenting it, Paul Heyman said that Brock Lesnar should win all the Slammys. I can't really disagree with him there.
He won like almost all of them.
Yeah. The nominees were Seth Rollins cashing in WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar murdering everyone after the night after WrestleMania, Kalisto killing Jey Uso, and then some people kidnapping The Undertaker. And then Sheamus cashing in at Survivor Series. Kalisto won. Kalisto in a suit and mask because you repackaged them. Came out and said, "This moment keeps them fighting, and this moment keeps them making one to fly to higher heights." And that was it.
Is he gonna do it off the top of the Hell in a Cell?
Who knows? Maybe he might do something at Rumble.
Oh shit, he's gonna be the new Kofi.
New Kofi Kingston, because now Kofi Kingston got to do funny shit in the ring. Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler.
And a who cares match.
Near falls. I literally said this as it happened. I was like, this is a near fall match as usual, and there will be a finish out of nowhere. And sure enough, near fall, pop up powerbomb out of nowhere. Kevin Owens beats Dolph Ziggler.
That pop up powerbomb does look devastating on a landing though.
It does. It's all about who sells it.
Yeah, that has another thing to do with it. Absolutely.
You gotta sell it. It looks great when he gets up in the air, but you got to sell it on your way down.
By the way, we have over 300 people watching live with us. If you guys could drop a like on the video, it helps a lot. And it shares on the Twitter and anything that you got to share it on. Thank you. Appreciate it for you guys being here. And let's continue on.
Okay. So afterwards, we had Stephanie McMahon come out for Superstar of the Year. Everybody was nominated for this one. The winner,
easily,
Seth Rollins.
Crowd popped.
Came out and like that. Come on. That they kept panning that camera out to like the Titantron area.
Because he was taking too
I was like, yo, is he just not coming out? No, my man was like,
is this a rib?
Motherfucker, I'm on crutches. You gonna wait for this.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
But you gonna wait for it.
So wait, now wait a minute, Seth. I'm feeling a little kabuki again, once again, because Seth Rollins has been appearing at sports games. Is Seth Rollins really on these crutches, or was he just selling to the crowd?
Okay, as somebody who's actually suffered an ACL injury.
Oh no! I know it's bad.
No. I'm not downselling it. Is the thing. Okay. As somebody who's actually suffered an ACL injury, how long has it been for Seth Rollins now? It's been a month. Has it been 2 months yet?
2.
It happened in October. Okay, 2 months around, I was walking around fine. I could walk around easily.
So it's a little kabuki going on here.
There's a little kabuki going on. I think that's fair to say.
Okay. Yeah, because they're showing up.
Granted, it could be different because his knee injury was a little bit more severe.
Was it?
He had MCL, ACL, and a meniscus tear. I just had an ACL and meniscus tear. I don't know what it's like I don't know what it feels like to have the MCL tear.
Maybe he got him in an air cast. Does that help?
I don't know. Which also makes me think that it may take a little longer for him to recover. Everybody's saying like 9 months. I'm like, listen, it took me about 12 months to feel comfortable. I don't think 9 months is going to, like people are saying 6 to 9 months. If it was 6 to 9 months, that motherfucker would have walked out there. But who knows?
I think it's some kabuki going on.
A little bit, yes. I think there's a little bit of it, yes. Let's see. So yeah, Seth Rollins comes out and accepts, and he goes and he says, some people booed a little bit, but a lot of people were cheering. But granted, it was more because he was healing it up a little bit. He said, he wanted to say thank you, but was there really any other choice? He says that next year he will rebuild for 2016, and he will take back what he never lost, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So
he used a lot of re-words there.
He was. Rebuild.
I'm mad that he didn't use repackage.
But I think that's what he's getting at, is that he may be actually coming back as a face. But he did say rebuild, reclaim, and he said something else. I can't remember else, but
free nuts for now.
WWE did something that I've yelled at them to do for a long time. They actually advertised for Raw next week. They didn't sell it huge, but they did sell this. John Cena is returning next week.
Come on. You know that they gotta let you know that.
John Cena is returning next week on Raw, and he will be taking on Alberto Del Rio. So, hey, look, they finally gave you a reason to tune in next week. They finally did it.
And his name
is John Cena. Do, 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 do.
That shit was so weird. All right.
Which then brought us to Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. In a Who Cares match, the League of Nations was there. Del Rio beat Swagger with that.
You gotta stop doing my guy swag him like that, man.
He did the stomp in the corner. Afterwards, the whole League of Nations went and got Swagger up, and Sheamus bro kicked Swagger, and that was it.
What was the reason?
You know, here's what's pissing me off about Sheamus. He just lost the title. Where was him being mad about losing the title?
Yo, he didn't even mention it.
No, and here's the funnier thing, is that on SmackDown, Sheamus said, oh, the authority are launching an investigation. And I was like, all right, great. You know what? Next week we'll...
What exactly?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Next week we'll find out, what's going on. Maybe we'll know. There was not one point in this Raw that we found out what happened from SmackDown.
No, Mitch, you wouldn't even know that Sheamus was the champion last week.
Nope.
Yo.
To all the people who bitched at me last week, where's your defense now? Where is it?
No.
Because now you have a champion who's not even mad that he lost.
Does he get a rematch? He doesn't care.
A rematch? He doesn't even give a shit about a rematch. Roman Reigns still not punished. And the punishment that they came up for Roman Reigns is, we're going to put your friends in a match that we would probably normally put them in anyway.
Wait.
Where's your defense now?
Made the authority look like
defense now?
Sheamus made the authority look like complete and utter fools.
Yes, they made him look like idiots.
And it doesn't even get. You would think that there would be repercussions for Sheamus. There was nothing for Sheamus.
Zero.
You wouldn't think that Sheamus was champion.
No.
How they managed to do that?
Yes.
Wow. So my question is, who challenges Roman?
Exactly.
Seriously, who challenges Roman?
Exactly. The only champion.
For Roman.
The champion who, first of all, the authority should be
Roman and Triple H at Royal Rumble.
Oh,
where's this load?
The guy you put in the hospital.
Like, what are we doing?
Stop with this bullshit. Look, man. Here's my thing. Sheamus looks like an idiot right now because he's not even mad about the fact that he just lost the championship. He's just out here. I'm going to bro kick people for no reason. I don't care about a rematch. And then you have Roman out here who's just like, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Your punishment is you're gonna put Roman, you're gonna put my brothers in a match with people he's already feuding with. Okay. You're gonna put Ambrose in a cage match with Sheamus. Okay. What you gonna do about me though? What you gonna do about me though? Oh man, fuck out of here with this bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
So what do we get next?
Mark Henry comes out to present the Hero in All of Us award.
Wait. More importantly.
Okay.
I see in the chat, Wiser, you need a back rub. Is Braxton Mills offering me a back rub?
I guess so.
Is that gay?
I don't know if it's gay.
That might not be gay. He might sense tension.
Maybe he can actually give you a very good back rub.
That might be what he does.
I mean, hey, maybe his career job.
I don't think I can turn that down, Blackjack.
No.
I might need that back rub.
Get that back rub then.
Gotta rub this back.
Gotta rub this back. Oh, man.
All right, go
ahead. Mark Henry comes out to present the Hero in All of Us award. Nominees are Natalya, Roman Reigns, Big Show, Titus O'Neil, and John Cena.
Wapatu!
And on Twitter, I put, if Titus O'Neil doesn't win this, and if he does win this, the commentary better sell it says, he overcame the odds. But nope, because there's only one man here who's allowed to overcome well, two men, but really one man who's allowed to overcome the odds out of this booking. And his name is John Cena. Do, 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 do.
God damn it. So let's run this back, Blackjack. Let's run this back a little bit. Let's run this back to an award where I said Breakout Superstar of the Year. Why isn't Cesaro nominated? So now we fast forward to this award, and we have something that John Cena will win every year. So why we can't get Cesaro on Breakout Superstar of the Year every year?
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
There is no fair when it comes to Super Cena.
No.
All right, so let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. So John Cena's not there tonight. So Henry accepts on his behalf, and then he says, it's all teamwork here. And even though we don't get acknowledged, we still work here for you. And I'm like, God damn it, Mark. God damn it.
He should just come out with like the salmon suit every day.
Santa Bo comes out and presents the nominees for Surprise Return of the Year.
Oh, boy.
Which featured the Dudleys, Chris Jericho, Alberto Del Rio, Kane, and Sting.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about this for a quick second. There are only three people.
Some people need to be taken out of this immediately.
There are two people who should have been taken out of here immediately. And their names are
How's Kane on here when he's there every week?
Their names are Kane, who's there every week. And
Kane was there tonight.
Right. And Sting, who returned in Survivor Series 2014.
Well, no, he didn't return in Survivor Series 2014. He debuted.
Okay, debuted. But if he's been there since 2014, why is he here?
Can't give you an answer for that. Because he was you give it to the Dudleys.
Right.
Simple. Or Del Rio.
Didn't
see Del Rio coming, but you definitely didn't see the Dudleys coming.
No.
So you give it to the Dudleys. They've been gone for years.
They was just in TNA doing the Aces and Eights gimmick. Right.
So you give it to the Dudleys.
Right. And Chris Jericho is a guy who's here every single damn year.
Chris Jericho's there every day.
Yeah, he's just a guy.
Chris Jericho's there more than Vince McMahon.
He's like, oh, you got a house show? Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll be there. Don't worry.
But no, the winner was Sting.
Chris Jericho's car is parked in Vince McMahon's spot. How is he on his list? How? Surprise. Return of the game. What? Return to what? Catering? Like, what is he returning to? I don't know.
Oh no. I couldn't tell you.
And the winner, who won this again?
Sting. Sting won.
Oh.
The one guy who shouldn't even be on this list won. He wasn't present, so Bo Dallas accepted on his behalf, and of course everyone booed.
All right, fair enough. What's next?
New Day. They come out here and they're not happy about being snubbed for Tag Team of the Year, as they should be.
Yo, did you see Xavier Woods' eye contact with the camera, yo?
I'm just saying, like, look,
pissed off.
Yes, I'm saying, like, when are you gonna just turn them babyface at this point? Because you're giving people a reason to cheer for them.
He was legit pissed off.
Oh yeah, it's like these motherfuckers. I worked so goddamn hard to get over, and you not gonna give me a Slammy this year?
Your man Biggie. Your man Biggie with the attitude, but still gyrating.
Yes.
Yo, Biggie. And what the fuck was Kofi doing bent over, like linked over on a 90-degree angle. How?
I don't know, man.
New Day, man. But yeah, complete snubs.
So New Day comes out. They have this match with the Usos. Who could care? The Usos, pretty much they were supposed to be punished this match.
I like that New Day wasn't out there talking too long, too.
No, they weren't. They kept it short. It was about like maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Not even, no.
I'd say 3 minutes, maybe.
Shoot, what? I don't even think it was that long. But I do like them short.
Yes.
I've been saying that for a while now. Keep them short.
They were fine. So they had this match. This was supposed to be the Usos punishment match. And so the Usos go and they kill.
So what were the Usos being punished for? What were they being punished for?
Because Roman Reigns won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and he pretty much trolled Steph McMahon.
So because like they're related.
So because Roman is an asshole, his family suffered. And by suffering, I mean they put him in normal matches.
Okay, fair enough.
So the Usos came out. They beat the New Day. One of the Usos rolled up Xavier Woods for a roll-up and then won. So Usos beat the New Day.
Yay.
I'm going to let you take this for a quick second. I'm going to run out real quick. But it's R-Truth presenting Diva of the Year with the nominees being Nikki, Paige.
Oh, shit. You sure you want to leave on this one?
I will be right back.
Because the way Nikki was looking in these streets? Yeah, he know. All right, I actually got to scroll down in my notes a little bit here to get to that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit a little Control F and put in Divas so I know where we left off. Here we go. Okay, but before I actually do get into that, I got to talk about New Day a little bit more, and this should give them some time to come back. Me personally, even though they just rolled up Xavier Woods and he's not necessarily one of the main parts of the tag team, and he's pretty much just a manager, which allows him to take this pin. I still don't like New Day losing in any sense, especially if you're keeping these guys strong. They're going out there beating guys like the Dudleys. They're beating teams put together with Cena. They're beating Reigns and Dean and those guys. They've beaten these guys. So there should not be an instance like now where they just lose to the Usos, who they're not necessarily strong. You got to keep New Day strong, especially in a sense where they're upset that they didn't win the Slammy trophy here as Tag Team of the Year. You would think that they would be upset enough where they just come out and they want to destroy the Usos, the team that actually did win the Slammy for the tag team. I was about to say tag team titles, but the Slammys are the best tag team of the year. But they don't go over here. I have a problem with that, and I think it's mainly because they want to build the Usos up for the tag team title shot. You don't necessarily have to have New Day lose to the Usos so that they could get a shot. Just have the Usos beat the other tag teams and they get in that way. And you keep New Day strong, keep those guys winning, keep them on a hot streak. Again, Xavier Woods taking the pin is their scapegoat, but at what point do you get Xavier Woods any type of credibility?
Yeah,
you got to kind of work with him there a little bit on that. You there, Blackjack?
Yeah, I'm here. I do agree with that because, if you're gonna credit all three of them as a tag team, and I understand you want a weakness to be there, and it would technically be Xavier. You got to put the guy over a little bit.
Yeah, because he never goes over. Anytime he's involved in a match, they lose.
Well, to be fair, the first time they won the tag team titles, I think he actually got the pin, even though
that's when they were putting over Freebird rules.
Correct. Yes, but afterwards they haven't.
I wish they would still do that because that was a good part of the act, and that's a good way to keep heat on those titles and keep heat on them. But they've gotten rid of it. It's kind of backwards booking to me. So Diva of the Year.
Diva of the Year award presented by R-Truth. Nominees are Nikki Bella, Paige, Charlotte, Naomi, and Sasha Banks.
They couldn't help themselves, could they?
Sasha Banks, who
not with that.
I know. I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
Sasha Banks, who has done what on the main roster again?
Shit.
Granted, she's been great in NXT.
Yeah, but
if we were basing this off of NXT, Sasha Banks would win this.
No divas in NXT now.
Yeah, if this were Sasha Banks in NXT, there would be no contest. Well, maybe Asuka, but that's a whole different.
If you go prisoner at the moment, there's a contest.
Yeah,
there's a definite contest.
Oh yeah, Naomi, who is
she was in this?
Black.
She was in this?
Yeah.
Read me them contestants again, slow motion.
Nikki Bella.
Okay.
Paige.
Okay.
Charlotte.
Okay.
Naomi.
Why?
Sasha Banks.
Wait. All right, wait. Naomi. Who could I compare her to? You can almost compare her, like what she does, to what Alicia Fox does.
Be irrelevant
and lose.
Yeah.
And again, I'm a Naomi guy. Yeah, I know it. I'm a Naomi guy. I would say some things right now, but I don't know who's listening. I'm a Naomi guy. She's done nothing at all this year. I mean, when they had the chance to push her and probably put the title on her, they did nothing with it.
Nope.
She had a 2-month span where she was hot. And they
got to get Nikki Bella over instead.
They did nothing with it. And they were actually considering putting the title on her, but word is that Nikki came up with the bright idea that they should just hold on because a record might be coming. So there was serious consideration to put the title on Naomi here. And they didn't do it. And along with that went all of her steam. Sasha, on the other hand, who fans want, they do. They say we want Sasha. And they've done nothing with that. I mean, of course, they're trying to build up for something later on down the line here.
Well, who knows?
They got to be, right? They also had Nikki, Paige, who has been very vibrant, but not often in the winner's circle.
She's there though.
It's tough for her. Well, all right. This year in particular, she hasn't necessarily been in the winner's circle all that much.
No, she has just been there this year. She just exists.
And you got Charlotte and Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte, I say, hasn't been there long enough to be Diva of the Year.
Nope.
This one was easy for me. You got to give it to Nikki.
There's really no choice.
You have to give it to Nikki.
Unfortunately, there's no choice. So originally it was announced that Paige was the winner.
And I was like, huh? Fan votes do count?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess they do. So Paige comes out, accepts her award, but you got to remember, John Cena
wasn't work.
Yeah, John Cena is dicking Nikki Bella, so no. Our truth mitts read the card because, goddamn it, we can't help ourselves, Steve Harvey. So Paige is technically the runner-up, even though Paul Heyman flipped over a card earlier tonight and showed that there's no such thing as a runner-up.
Oh shit!
And he just showed Kalisto on the card.
Yeah, there's no way you can fuck that up.
Paige is unimpressed, and thus the real winner was Nikki Bella.
There is no fucking it up. There is no mistake. There's no honest mistake. How do you make an honest mistake by lying? Like, there's nothing else on that card.
Because the script said, LOL. The script said, LOL, make fun of Steve Harvey. That's why.
Well, they had a shot, and they took it.
So Nikki Bella comes out and tells Paige to stay. Nikki dedicates her award to all of the women in all of time and humanity, not only in WWE and the WWE universe, but in the real world. And Paige and Nikki hugged afterwards, which was weird.
But Blackjack,
okay,
we need to devote a good.
Oh, sorry. Yes, all right. Nikki Bella and what the fuck she was wearing.
We need to devote a good 10, 15, 20 minutes to what Nikki Bella was wearing, man.
Like, why is she in I'm gonna fuck John Cena attire?
Yo. For a brief second, Blackjack, my boxers got tight. Look, here's what happened.
Wow.
My boxers became briefs. So look, for a brief second, I said I will hit, and then I stopped right there. I said, you know what? Like as soon as I got to the word hit, HI, I heard some tingling in my ear. It was like dun, 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 dun. I was like, you know what? You're right. I just sat back down. My briefs became boxers again. They got real loose. My briefs got so loose, they turned into gym shorts. Blackjack.
Wow.
John Cena's music played in my head, and I said, "You right? My bad. You right." And then somebody took to Twitter. They said, "Man," because I said I seen the picture and I tweeted about the picture, and I said, "Man, if there wasn't a 50-foot hole between her legs, I would be in their knees first."
A 50-foot hole.
John Cena goes in there shovel deep. He buries himself in there, Blackjack. There's no following John Cena. You don't follow John Cena. Would you follow John Cena?
I mean, that's a fair point, but
you don't follow that guy.
But a 50-foot hole, though?
Bruh. You might as well call John Cena Goku. He's in there. All right.
I think you're going too far with 50-foot hole.
50 feet, Blackjack.
Okay.
Don't deny Cena. He'll kick out at 2.
Fine.
So I said, yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone. He was like, nah, but look at that, though. I'm like, yeah, but Cena, though. He's like, you right. Like, what can you say to Cena? What do you say? But yeah, what she was wearing, like, I didn't notice it at first. When she came out, I didn't really look. I said, oh, Nikki's coming out. I just turned my head. And then she was like linked over the whole time as she was doing the talk. And I'm like, oh, pretty good speech she got going on there. Pretty decent, And then she sits up and I'm like, oh, Jay, whoa. And then she put her arms in the air. I'm like, oh, really? She could walk around in this?
She's serious. She literally came out in pretty much her underwear and like
net
black. What's the word I can call
backstage posing for Brazzers?
Pretty much, yeah.
She's wearing fishnet and underwear.
Oh, fishnet's not the word. It's lace.
Lace, clear, good enough.
Yeah, a lace dress with black underwear.
My man said he's doing a 450 splash into the hole. He's falling for a while, bro. I'm gonna red arrow. All right, now we just naming moves. Yeah, she was pretty naked. She was definitely naked.
Speaking of a red arrow, after this, Neville and Rusev happened.
Complete and utter squash. Yo, they fucked that guy over big time.
Hey, Neville, you're superstar of the year.
Go out there
Fuck you. You're getting tapped out by Rusev.
Yeah, we'll give you 2 minutes to work with.
Mm-hmm. So Rusev tapped him out with the accolade and made Neville tap out too. They made sure to make sure he tapped out. And then afterwards, the League of Nations got him. Bro kicked him because now we apparently have to get the League of Nations over instead of when, they first formed.
This is something that should have happened when they first formed.
The
way that they acted tonight is how they should have acted when they first formed.
Hey, remember that time when I was talking about, hey, maybe Roman Reigns should win the title should have won the title at Survivor Series, and then you formed the League of Nations afterwards and built them strong there? Yeah, about that. Miz presents my
point though.
Huh?
I still agree with my point.
I know I still do, but I know I'm anyway.
Yeah, why are we still moving backwards, Blackjack?
I know. That's why I let it go. That's why I let it go. The Miz presents the This Is Awesome Moment of the Year. Nominees are Brock Lesnar killing J&J Security's car, Randy Orton RKOing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania with the move we can't talk about, the Divas.
Randy Orton. Bro.
It's all right. No, I laugh because it's the Divas Revolution.
Oh, shit. Like, why
is this even here?
That Randy Orton spot was magnificent.
It was. The Divas Revolution should be in the LOL moment of the year, not the awesome moment of the year.
Why don't they have botch of the year?
Botch of the year. Divas Revolution would win by a mile.
Let's think of some other things that this thing could win. Divas Revolution. You got botch of the year, fuck up of the year, WWE of the year. Like
it would have. Well, the Wrestling Observer does
LOL of the year.
Well, Wrestling Observer does the most disgusting promotional tactic of the year.
Divas Revolution of the year.
Divas Revolution of the year. Divas Revolution would have won that if it weren't for the fact that Charlotte then went and talked about. Paige went and talked about Charlotte's dead brother. If that didn't happen, I would have actually voted the Divas Revolution as the most disgusting tactic of the year.
Yeah.
That would have won until Reed Flair happened.
I might still give the heat to the Divas Revolution because they're still fucking it up to this day. Like this is the Divas Revolution versus the fans feud is real. This is a legit feud right here, Blackjack. Shit is real. Continue on.
The triple power bomb by the Shield at Payback, and then the Rock and Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania.
There's some decent moments in there.
There's some decent moments, yeah. The moment that I would have thought was like the second least decent was the Rock and Ronda Rousey, and that one won.
I wouldn't have given it to that.
No, the RKO.
What's the name of the award again?
The most awesome moment of the year.
That RKO.
That RKO was out of control. That shit got vines for days. That RKO actually started the RKO out of nowhere trend.
That RKO. Wow. Even when you see it now, it's still like, oh my God.
And then Lesnar.
The Bork laser.
He killed a car.
And a fan also.
Yeah, with axes. He pulled out axes and killed a car.
And then rips the door off.
And throws it straight into the crowd.
Who does it? Yo, bro.
Brock Lesnar does it.
This dude is an animal. I still give it to Randy Orton.
And I'd be fine with that. But no, they give it to Ronda Rousey and The Rock.
Because star power, baby.
Because you gotta get the Miz over, and the Miz was like, "I accept this award on behalf of The Rock and Ronda Rousey."
no, that's their way of like trying to get them onto WrestleMania 2035 or 30, whatever number they're on.
Okay, and he says, "I accept this award because they would have also said, to go out and buy Santa's Little Helper on DVD, yada 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 yada, bullshit." So then we got Becky Lynch versus Brie Bella. And Becky Lynch actually won this match fair and square and beat Brie Bella with a disarmer. Brie Bella actually controlled... This was like the Nikki and Charlotte match where Brie controlled 95% of it pretty much. And then Becky came back and put in the disarmer and won.
Oh, so that's why I didn't pay attention to this match?
Exactly. Because Brie Bella was controlling the offense.
Like I was watching it, and I can't tell you anything that happened in it.
Because Brie Bella controlled the offense.
I can tell you what happened after when Charlotte was being a showboat for herself.
Oh, yeah. Charlotte came out and was like, yeah, you won. I'm going to hold up the title. And Becky was
she just kept holding up the title.
Yeah, and Becky's just like, okay, you're here.
Like, is she going to raise her hand? She went to go raise her messed up arm that she was selling.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, so are you going to go to her other arm and raise that arm? No, I'm just going to raise my title.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to walk over this way.
Whatever.
So we know who her next. Well... Are they building Charlotte? I mean, are they building Becky for Mania or are they building Sasha for Mania here?
I know what they're building Becky for to look like an idiot.
Well, they're building, you know what? Sasha's going to win as a babyface. She's going to win the title as a babyface.
You know what the funny thing is? They showed this photo of Kevin Owens and Paige backstage upset about not winning a Slammy tonight. And Kevin Owens has a
I can understand. Paige, whatever.
But Paige, you hugged Nikki after that happened.
She offered you the Slammy. You ain't take it.
Yeah, and you ain't take it, and you hugged her, so you don't get to be upset.
Now, Owens, on the other hand.
Yeah.
He should be walking away with 2.
Yes.
Yeah, he should have been walking away with 2. But real quick, though, those two get along very well.
Paige and
Owens.
Okay.
They're always like anytime I see something backstage with them that's like, not part of WWE TV, they're always together.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Like if there's been times where you remember where
we talked about it where Kevin Owens tried to get Paige fired.
He did?
It was a joke where
no, I know that, but I don't remember this thing here.
He talked about it where he wrote a note on a
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
a legal note or on a legal paper, and he was like, Paige tried to do XYZ to make Vince fire her.
Yeah, and then you had the part where I think Seth was getting interviewed by the red hair guy Sam
Roberts, and then both of them kind of came through the elevator.
These two are always together, man.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so
it's not a it's a thing in terms of like they're friends, but it's not a thing.
Yeah, but it's like they're always together. All right, so what do we got next?
I mean, you got to have a road friend. Everybody has to have one. Just his road friend happens to be Paige. That's it.
He's definitely knees deep in there.
So what do we got next? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, he's in there. So what we got next? See, look, the chat knows it. Some low key going on in there.
So Brock, right. Ric Flair came out to present match of the year. Nominees were John Cena versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, Sting versus Triple H, John Cena versus Kevin Owens, which Kevin Owens still couldn't win this thing. Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler, and Kevin Owens versus Alberto Del Rio versus Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens versus Dolph. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler versus Alberto Del Rio, and Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker at Hell in a Cell.
Okay. Now, when I was watching this, and I said on Twitter who my first is and my second is, when I was watching this, I actually missed that they put the triple threat match in there with Bork, Seth, and Cena. I didn't see that.
You were upset that they put it in there?
No. I said I didn't see that they put it in there.
Oh, okay.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. Even with that match, even if I would have seen that match, because what I said was the winner is clearly Cena and Owens, with Undertaker and Bork, just a fair bit in second. Now, if I would have seen a triple threat gimmick, that still would have been second. I still would have been Cena and Owens here. I still would have been. So let's chat about this a little bit. Who's your
out of these choices?
Out of these choices.
I don't mind Cena and Owens winning it, but I had the triple threat match.
So tell me why.
It's not even because Cena's there. It's really because Lesnar and Rollins were the best parts of this match. And it's a shame because they were actually the lesser part of this match.
Now, here's the thing. Here's why I have Owens and Cena above that. Top to bottom, start to finish.
It was a great match from start to finish. Yes.
If you look at the triple threat match, start to finish, it didn't start out as hot as it finished.
No, it didn't. It was Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar took control for the beginning part of it until they took him out of it, and then it was Cena versus Rollins, and then afterwards, Brock Lesnar resurrected himself at the Phoenix Splash. Brock Lesnar comes in. I get your point. Yes.
Now there was a recent triple threat match that had Cesaro in it. I forget who the other two guys were.
Where all three guys were participating at the same time. Yes.
They always. I think Owens was in there. I can't remember the last.
It may have actually been Ziggler.
Ziggler?
That's very possible.
A Ziggler? I don't give a fuck about Ziggler. But they stayed in the ring, not stayed in the ring necessarily, but they kept the action between them three the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
That is my ideal triple threat match. I don't want no rest periods or nothing like that, and then you get a huge pop when you do a big move. No. If you got a triple threat, these three guys need to be going at it. If you're taking a rest, take your rest inside the ring where we can see you so that you're only down for less than a minute, and you have to get back up. You're not down for 2 and 3 minutes at a time, then one guy rolls out and you roll back in. No. I don't like that. I don't agree with that when it comes to triple threat. Now, down the stretch, great, excellent, pops, wow, oh my God, all of that. Absolutely. But top to bottom, even when you factor in everything that was surrounding it, now you can factor in everything that was surrounding the triple threat as well, but everything that was surrounding the Kevin Owens and John Cena first match, I got to give that the nod. Top to bottom, the match was fantastic. Then we got the surprise winner that would surprise a lot of people. You weren't surprised, but it surprised a lot of people. On top of that, you have champion here versus champion here, in the way that it's, I don't know. I was a lot more drawn into this match, top to bottom, than I was the triple threat match.
And that's fair because of the way that Cena's been built the entire time too. Because he's been built.
He was just wrecking everybody.
Yeah, wrecking everybody. You can't beat
my guy Rusev.
Right. And granted, you remember this too. I said pretty much a week or two before the match even happened, I was saying there's no way that Owens is losing this match. And still, I understood for everybody else, the stakes were, hey, this is Cena. You don't beat Cena. You don't just come in and just beat him. I'm like, he's about to beat him clean. And maybe it's because
but that's always going to be a legitimate thought.
Right, correct. And that's why I said I understand that from your guys' standpoint, because you guys have been watching a lot longer than I have, and I just kind of saw this from there's no way you just bring him up just to lose. That'd be stupid.
Yeah, like we've seen Cena in Nexus. We've seen that.
Yes, and I can understand that. And sure enough, granted, I may have been right about Owens winning that match, but you were right about the rematches and everything, where I was like, there's no way they're gonna have him lose again. And then, well, sure enough, they did. Right, but I can understand that first match, that suspense of like, wow, is he going to beat Cena? I understand it. Yeah. So yeah, I do agree with you in that regard.
But the winner of this award
was neither of them. Instead, it went to Undertaker and Brock Lesnar.
WWE ain't give a fuck about your feelings.
No.
Now, this was my third place match. I did like the match. I like that they took it back to the mid 2000s. They took it back there. They got a little blood on them, ripped up the mat a little bit. Actually used the cage just a little bit. They went the extra mile. They went the extra mile. So that's what I'll give them. That's when they won.
Yep. So Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus in the steel cage match. They cut backstage as the cage was being lowered.
Yo, time out. I'm sorry, but in the chat, I think back rubs has gotten over. I mean, I said if you hit the like button, I might give you a back rub. Yes.
Wow.
Yo, back rubs is getting over. Go ahead.
So we had the cage being lowered, and the League of Nations was backstage and attacking the Usos.
Destroy.
Beat them down. Why is it? Wasn't this something that I complained about last week? Why didn't they beat down Roman Reigns before the match? Why didn't they do anything before the match for Roman Reigns? And sure enough, here they are beating down the Usos. Just saying. I'm just saying. There's a reason why they're not doing shit with Roman Reigns.
Wait a second, Blackjack.
Go ahead.
I'm going to send you something. Look on the Skypes. We can talk about this right now.
Okay.
And
Oh, I see the name already. I haven't even clicked the link yet, and I think I already know what this is going to be. Yep. Okay. Yeah. This is why I said it's a work. It's not for real.
Yeah, we need to talk about this.
Everything's
a work.
Xavier Woods posted a tweet with a picture of it. It says, "My PhD isn't in mathematics, but I feel like somebody's math was off when they announced Tag Team of the Year, #conspiracy." And it says, retweet to vote for the Usos as
everything's at work
as Tag Team of the Year. 1,110 retweets. Retweet to vote for the New Day as the Tag Team of the Year. 2,426 retweets for that one.
His PhD isn't in mathematics, people.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's math might just be a little bit off. Some kabuki ain't going on, Blackjack.
Somebody posted a meme of not Steve Harvey, of Drew Carey when he was doing the Whose Line Is It Anyway? And it says, welcome to the 2015 Slammy Awards, where the awards are made up and the votes don't matter. Boy, is that accurate.
That's That's hold on, I'm looking at something. Somebody, let me see. Tag Team of the Year, other nominees. Primetime players, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro was a part of that. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it.
So the Usos get jumped backstage. Ambrose, as the match starts, eats a bro kick from Sheamus. And then the League of Nations goes ahead and beats him outside. They roll Ambrose inside.
Oh, it's about when Ambrose came down.
Yeah, when Ambrose came down, yeah.
That bro kick wasn't mean when he came into the cage.
That was unnecessary.
Oh, I felt that shit. I mean, Dean did stand there for a little bit long, but damn. Yo, there was no way that he could escape that bro kick, though.
Uh-huh.
That was completely unfair. Like, there was nowhere he could move.
No.
You're going to catch this bro kick, though. He didn't let him get in the fucking ring. I was just dying laughing. Like, yo, he didn't care about his feelings.
No.
At all. Take this bro kick.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been watching, Dean, we've been fucking people up all night. You're going to eat this bro kick.
So Ambrose goes and gets rolled inside the ring. Sheamus tries to cover him, and Ambrose kicks out. They go through a long cage match until Roman Reigns comes down and takes out the League of Nations. He threw a chair into the ring for Ambrose, helped Ambrose out. He hit Sheamus with the chair. He started to climb the top of the cage after he hit Sheamus with dirty deeds. Sheamus beats him up at the top after Ambrose takes a while to get up there. Sheamus hits Ambrose, which knocks him off the cage because that makes sense. Dean Ambrose beats Sheamus, and both of them walk out with their championships.
Okay.
And Stephanie decides, I'm so mad, I'm going to hit Tom Phillips.
Yo, she fucked him up a little bit. Simply put, to close this thing out, Dean and Ambrose. Dean and Ambrose. I could hear that chick, Lillian Garcia, just messing it up. Dean and Reigns should be APA.
It's a good. I'm not gonna lie. That is a very good look.
It's perfect for him. It's absolutely perfect for him. Put these guys in some leather jackets, Aces and Eights style. Remember they used to come down to the ring as the Shield and they had those masks on?
Yes.
Give them that. Fuck it. Just to fuck with it. Like, they should just be going around fucking with people.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking with people. Like, now that I see them together as champions, I don't mind it as much. Still wish that Owens will have a title. Prize fighter guy. Speaking of which, why didn't Owens come down at all during this match if he still has heat with Dean?
Good point.
Interesting. I mean, I guess it's because he's seen Roman Reigns down there.
He's like, nah, I don't want no part of that.
I'm good. I'm good on
that
all.
Dude's destroying everybody. Nah, I'm good.
Good. He throws up the Samoa sign. I'll throw one up right back at him. I'm good. So we're gonna close this thing out.
Christmas is canceled, everybody. Remember, Kevin Owens ain't winning awards, so Christmas is canceled.
Yeah, he was pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta let Kevin Owens know it's a work.
Man. So we're in week 2 of Roman Reigns. After attacking the COO and brutally smashing him, he has gotten a title shot and no punishment thus far. The punishment tonight was that the Usos will be put in a match and Ambrose will be put in a match. They both won. So, yeah, I got nothing else to say. You got anything else, Wiza?
We got to plug the podcast. And the podcast is actually going to be on my son's birthday, too. I should be able to make it, though.
Well, your son's birthday about to get no soul. Come visit us on. Well, do you want to do it Wednesday?
I'm on the show. Fuck it.
Do you want to do it Wednesday or Thursday then?
Well, I'll see what the plans are. If we do change it to Wednesday, then we'll let people know via the Twitter at KneeCleanFinish. The channel for the podcast itself is Clean Finish Podcast on YouTube. You can just type in Clean Finish in the YouTube search, and I'm pretty sure you'll find us there. We are live every week. We do not miss a week. And we're working on doing some things. Hope to see you guys there on that Thursday. Blackjack, I don't know if I've already signed this out, but you can go on ahead and do so.
Okay, I will be watching the SmackDown because it's live this Tuesday. I will be watching that. I don't know if Wiser will be. Wiser will probably just not give a fuck about it, even though there are title matches on there.
I didn't even know it was tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. Yes, they sold it for tomorrow. They're going to do it live on the USA Network because it's their WWE week.
It's WWE week. What's that?
So they're going to do SmackDown tomorrow. They're going to do tribute to the troops on Wednesday.
Like an actual show?
Yes. Oh. It's going to be live on the WWE. Live on the USA Network.
Okay.
So I will be watching SmackDown. I don't know if I'll watch Tribute to the Troops because it's treated more like a house show than anything else.
I'm gonna need y'all to remind me, like on the Twitters, that these shows are on because I'm definitely gonna forget.
Remind him because he'll forget. But yes, this is Blackjack here with Wiza. If you have any questions or anything, go ahead and tweet at us at It's21Blackjack at Wiza Now, and don't forget podcast Twitter at NeatCleanFinish. We'll see you on Thursday unless we change it. See you then.